News traveled at lightning speed through Kansas as whispers began to surface that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who have been together for nearly 2 years, might be somewhere in town. It didn't take long for those rumors to take on a life of their own, igniting the passion of fans from every corner. Soon, a small local beer store found itself at the center of a frenzy, swarmed by hundreds of eager Swifties and football fanatics alike, each person hoping to catch even the briefest glimpse of the superstar couple. The excitement was palpable, spilling out from the shop's parking lot and stretching down the block, as cell phones were raised and hopeful faces peered through glass, searching for the familiar silhouettes of Taylor and Travis. But despite all the excitement and speculation, the couple was nowhere to be found. Store workers did their best to manage the chaos, stepping outside to assure the swelling crowd that neither Taylor Swift nor Travis Kelce was inside. Still, the fans clung to hope, their voices buzzing with theories and speculation. Some insisted they'd seen someone who looked like Taylor slip through a side door, while others claimed they recognized Travis's laugh from the back room. As the sun beat down on the street, it became clear that nobody was leaving until every rumor was exhausted and every shadow checked for signs of the couple. The truth was, Travis had postponed his popular podcast, New Heights, to focus on the Kansas City Chiefs' rigorous training camp, which was set to begin that Monday. He was already back in Leawood on Sunday, settling in and preparing for what promised to be a demanding season. Taylor, meanwhile, had been staying out of the public eye, especially as her own family was facing a private situation. Yet none of these facts did anything to dampen the hopes of the crowd outside that Kansas store, who seemed convinced that the couple would make a surprise appearance at any moment. Travis's mind was focused fully on football. The Chiefs' training camp, running from July 22nd through August 13th in St. Joseph, Missouri, demanded every ounce of his energy and commitment, with the team scheduled to face the Cardinals, Seahawks, and Bears in preseason matchups. Travis's brother Jason, having retired from the NFL, had also stepped away from the spotlight, taking a break from their shared podcast. The brothers had announced a hiatus for New Heights, a show that had amassed an incredible 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube, captivating audiences with its blend of humor, honesty, and sibling banter. No new episodes would air beyond July 23rd, though the brothers had pre-recorded a handful of special interviews to keep fans entertained. Still, there was no official word on when Travis and Jason would return to the studio, and fans were left guessing, their anticipation growing with every passing day. If you're enjoying these exclusive updates and want to be the first to know what's next for Taylor, Travis, and the Kelce family, make sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a beat. As the crowd lingered outside the Kansas beer store, it became a living testament to the way rumors can explode in today's world, especially when they involve people as beloved and high-profile as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. The false alarm didn't dampen spirits. Instead, it served to heighten the sense of anticipation, fans remaining vigilant and ready for any real sighting. Inside the Chiefs' training facility, Travis was all business, his days filled with drills, strategy sessions, and team meetings. The pressure was on, with every player fighting for a spot and everyone hungry to repeat last season's success. Meanwhile, Jason, though officially retired, was using his time off the microphone to focus on his family, reconnect with friends, and reflect on a football career that had inspired so many. The New Heights podcast, with its mix of heartfelt stories and laugh-out-loud moments, had become a staple for many, making the news of its hiatus all the more bittersweet. The brothers' chemistry, their candid conversations about football and life, had struck a chord with fans, drawing in millions with every new episode. Now, with the show on pause and no clear return date in sight, loyal listeners were left wondering when their favorite podcast duo would be back. But the Swift-Kelce story was far from over. Even without a new episode, the couple's every move was watched by millions. Training camp was in full swing, Taylor was working on her own projects, and fans everywhere were left guessing about the pair's next public outing. Would Taylor surprise everyone by showing up at a Chiefs game? Or would Travis make a rare appearance at one of her concerts? For now, the world could only speculate, each rumor and sighting adding a new chapter to the ongoing saga. Back outside the beer store, Some fans had traveled for hours just for the chance to be part of the spectacle. They swapped stories about. Other times they'd chased rumors, sharing photos of Taylor's past Kansas City visits and debating the odds that she'd really risk an appearance with so much going on in her family. Others talked about Travis's dedication to his team, marveling at his ability to balance fame, football, and a high-profile relationship. The atmosphere was electric, filled with hope, laughter, and the occasional disappointed sigh as another hour passed with no sign of the celebrity couple. Store employees, overwhelmed but amused, eventually started passing out water bottles, joking with fans about this Swift-Kelsey effect and how the little beer shop had never seen anything like it. The crowd's persistence spoke volumes about the power of celebrity and the ways in which Taylor and Travis have become icons, not just for their talents, but for the excitement they generate everywhere they go. Even with both focused on their own careers, the connection between music, sports, and fandom had created something extraordinary. The Chiefs pressed on with their preseason preparations, working long hours in the Missouri heat, their sights set on another championship run. Travis led by example, pushing himself and his teammates, knowing the whole city, and much of the country, was watching. The absence of New Heights episodes only added to the anticipation, as fans swapped favorite moments and speculated about what the brothers might do next. Would they return with a surprise guest, or bring fans behind the scenes of training camp? Nobody knew for sure, but everyone was eager to find out. Taylor, meanwhile, kept a low profile, focusing on her family and her music, her every move still making headlines. Despite her absence, her presence was felt everywhere, from the lyrics sung by fans to the posters in the windows of Kansas City shops. The Swift-Kelsey phenomenon was undeniable, transforming ordinary moments, like a simple rumor at a beer store, into major events. If you want to stay in the loop on all things Taylor and Travis, hit that subscribe button and join the thousands who never miss a headline. As the days passed, the story of the Kansas beer store faded, replaced by new rumors and new waves of excitement. Yet the memory lingered for those who were there, a reminder of how quickly things can escalate when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are involved. Whether it's a false alarm outside a shop or the real deal at a Chiefs game, their influence shows no signs of slowing down. The couple's ability to generate excitement, unite fan bases, and keep the world guessing is unmatched. As training camp continued, Travis kept his focus, determined to make the most of every opportunity. The Chiefs rallied behind him, drawing inspiration from his commitment and energy. Jason enjoyed his time away from the spotlight, knowing that, when the time was right, he and Travis would return to their podcast, ready to share new stories and laughter with fans who had been waiting so patiently. For now, the world watched as the Swift-Kelsey story continued to unfold. The next chapter could be anything: a surprise appearance, a heartfelt message, or another viral moment that brings everyone together. The only certainty was that the story was far from over, and fans everywhere would be waiting, ready to jump at the next rumor, the next sighting, the next chance to be part of something unforgettable. The impact of Taylor and Travis's relationship stretched far beyond Kansas, reaching fans in every corner of the world. Each new development, whether real or imagined, added fuel to the fire, keeping the excitement alive. The couple's journey, filled with unexpected twists and turns, continued to captivate, proving that sometimes the best stories are the ones that keep us guessing. The Kansas beer store incident became just one chapter in a much larger story, one that is still being written with every passing day. As the sun set on another day of training camp, the city buzzed with anticipation, everyone wondering where Taylor and Travis might turn up next. Would the next sighting be real, or just another rumor? Only time would tell, but one thing was clear: the world would be watching, and the story of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce was nowhere near its end. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news on your favorite duo, their adventures, and the fans who follow them everywhere.